do you even love my mom? And he's like, yeah, of course. She cooks for me. and then I was like, really? And then my mom's like, oye, por favor. Like, he literally could not comprehend like what that wrong answer was. He's like,
so you cook?
yeah, I love her. She cooks for me. And I'm like, all right. Like,
and your mom just like, that's it?
but then I started thinking, I'm like, wait. What do I love about my girlfriend? No, kidding. no. We're about to cause a ruckus with the community.
I got beat up by a special ed.
Hold on, bitch. Bro.
Hey, tell me if this counts as bullying.
Even like in a silly goose time.
I'm pretty cool, I think. He calls me Zaddy.
Welcome to the Bad Neighbor podcast.
And yeah, so we got a message from our fans, one of our first fans from prison. Let's hear it.
My favorite thing.
Hey, yo, umbrellas, man, what's good? I'm talking to you live from prison right now, man. I'm just happy to get out that bullshit county jail. They was hating on the young fly niggas, you heard? Having your 24-hour lockdown, half-size cell by myself, no windows, no mirrors. Nigga ain't even seen himself in a whole year, yo. But with all them disadvantages against me, my head has always been held high, man. And I want y'all to know I'm in great spirits. My drive and my ambition is growing stronger and stronger every day. And I'm so proud of how y'all been moving in my support, man. I know this feels like a scary time, but don't be afraid, man. This shit don't spark no fear in my heart at all. In fact, I'm more prepared than ever. The music, the videos, and all the projects you wanted, they all ready to drop. So let's just start with the one that we want most, the Alone in Crime Deluxe.
You have one.
Wow.
Amazing, dude. Shout out to Roberto, dude. That dude's amazing.
Yeah, Roberto, his real name's Tory Lanez, but we call him Roberto. He's in, he's in
Delano. Imagine, like, you go from, like, dude, you're one of the hottest stars. Drake's fucking with you. That dude Aiden Ross has you on his streams. You drop the hottest freestyle and that shit. And then you shoot your girl in the fucking thigh, who's fucking got the biggest ass in the industry right now. And then you shoot her in the fucking thigh. And then you fucking go to jail for, how long is he in jail for? For like 50 years or some shit like that?
I heard it was 10 years of thigh.
10 years of thigh?
Yeah,
So it was
like
20.
10 years of slave, but 10 years of thigh.
Damn, dude. That dude, imagine he was living it up, dude, in Hollywood from Canada and all that shit. Now, you're right here with me, son, in fucking Delano.
Is Tory Lanez from Canada?
Yeah, he's from Canada. He's from Toronto.
No way.
Yeah.
Really? Then why is he in American jail?
Because he committed the crime in America.
Oh.
He went to, remember for a while, like, he went to Canada. Like, he was living in Canada for a little bit after he shot Megan Thee Stallion.
I think so, maybe.
So he shot Megan Thee Stallion, went to Canada.
Allegedly. Or was it proven now that he's in jail?
It's proven that he shot her. I mean, she has the
By
bullet
a
hole
jury
in
of your peers, though.
Yeah, but it was like they were trying.
That's just 12 people. What do they know?
What is it? They got him for like attempt or some shit like that.
I thought they just had a bad date or something.
I don't know.
This is like the black version of the Aziz Ansari thing.
Oh, yeah. It was just a bad date.
Yeah, like, I feel like this is just their version of a bad date. And
I mean, he's doing 20 years for a bad date, I guess.
I think it's like 10 or something. Or I don't know. Maybe it's more. Honestly, though, it sucks, though. Because you're right. He was just living it up. Honestly,
living it up.
You're living it up. You're at a one night you're at a party, and then 1 year later, you're in North Kern prison, dude. That's why I'm like,
Delano, baby.
Dude, yeah, like no Tony's Pizza, no La Barca Tortas, dude. My
R.I.P. baby.
Dude, can't even see can't you see my nephew Misa out there, man. Like, you can't see no family, like. And it's funny because I remember being at like one of the pizza spots and looking down the street and seeing all the lights over there, and I'm like, hey Misa, my nephew, I'm like, what is that over there? He's like, oh, that's the prison. And I'm like, there's a prison out here? He's like, yeah, that's the prison.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's a state prison.
Is that Lerdo? He's like, no, Lerdo's over. I'm like, wait, which one?
Lerdo's County.
Okay, see, there's so many different.
There's a lot, like in Kern County, there's a lot of prisons and jails. A lot, like an absurd amount. Cork, well, that's Tulare County. But like Delano has a state prison. And then
North Kern. But McFarland, what's that one that when you're driving by that
that's ICE.
No,
That's an ICE holdings facility.
No, it's not.
It used to be a private jail, but now it's an ICE holding facility. Because California
next to the bridge that Julian built.
Yeah, that's an ICE holding facility.
Really, I thought it was for this whole time. I thought it was a jail.
It is a jail. That's what ICE holding facilities are. They're jails. So it's like if you commit a crime and you're an immigrant, you go there.
Oh,
Yeah.
but so they put them over there because
they wait to get expedited. That's not where you go if you're like getting deported. That's not where you go.
So like so when one of our friends got a DUI, I thought he was like there. Like I thought he was there.
Bobby was in downtown.
Oh, we're just
he was on Truxton Avenue.
okay. All right, that makes sense because the science didn't make sense to me. I don't know. Then there's also a state prison in Tehachapi.
Yeah, that's and in Cal City.
Oh, there's a state prison.
There's a state prison in Cal City. There's a state prison in Tehachapi. There's a state prison in Delano. There's Lerdo, which is county jail, and then there's another county jail out here somewhere else. Wasco has a county jail as well.
So,
or no, Lerdo is Wasco.
The state prison is just like if you committed any crime in California, they're like, all right, you got sentenced to 25 years. You're gonna go here now.
When you go to state prison is anything over 365 days. That's state. You're going to state when you're sentenced to over
a year.
Over a year. You stay in county when you're sentenced to under a year, or you're going through trial. So you could be in county you could be in county for fucking 4 or 5 years. There's people who's been in county forever.
Yeah, let's go to your cop background because you sound very sus right now. You sound like a Blue Lives Matter sticker. Like,
I studied criminal justice with the emphasis
crosses
on corrections.
his legs like he's a warden, and she's like, "No, I studied back in." So you, because you knew this like the back of your, because I don't know this stuff. I don't like. Thank God. I mean, there's not a lot of people in my family that have been in jail or like gone to prison and shit.
Me neither. I just learned all of it from school pretty much. Because criminal justice, my thing was criminal justice with the emphasis on corrections.
Because you wanted to be
I wanted to work in prisons.
Do you still want to do that?
Nah, I'm good. I don't want to, if I was to go do law enforcement, I would go work in prisons. Because it's the easiest, not easiest, but it's one of the least risky ones, surprisingly. It's less of a risk working in a state
And then you
prison.
retire at 52, and then you just become a stand-up comedian, or you move to Oregon or something. And you're
you just live your life somewhere else.
Yeah,
you retire. You pretty much.
That sounds kind of cool though, because you get all that, and then you give a pension and shit. But
fat pension.
But I heard like it's just like you're also in jail. Like you're basically incarcerated for 30 years.
But you go home. You go home every day. Those guys don't get to go home. Think about that.
That sounds like what you tell yourself. Like everyone has their daily affirmations. They're like, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to have a job. I'm grateful that I get to go home every day and I'm not in jail.
Because that's where because one of our good friends is a corrections officer.
Well, they talked about it on the podcast, right?
I'm not sure if they did. I don't know. But he's a corrections officer, and he tells me that all the time. He's like, dude, there's people who are sentenced longer than what it's going to take for me to retire. And they've been in here forever already. Like, how crazy is that? That, like, my start date could be in a year from now, and then some kid my same age as me comes in and is like 25 years. Like, damn, dude, we're going to get out at the same time.
Yeah, except one of them has a pension.
Yeah, except I get a pension. You got to go figure it the fuck out after you're out of there. Do you ever think about doing the math of, like, if you committed a crime, how old you'd be if you got out of jail?
No, I don't commit crimes and think about the consequences like that, like nightly without sleep. Like I'm sure
that's how my brain works. I was like, because sometimes I'll be
You're
sitting
like,
here.
I'll be 155 years for cheating.
Because dude, I started watching The Sopranos,
and
R.I.P. HBO Max, dude.
Check again.
I
made a call.
I fucking made my girls like, hey, can you buy this?
You made her buy it,
Yeah.
dude? I had 4 free months from another
did
thing.
you?
Yeah, it's just there. You just gotta sign it to my account again. I was gonna send you a snap that said "Look again," and it was because I watched 90 Day Fiance last night.
I know. I had her get it, and I was like, "Hey, give me the password and login. I'll give it to Anthony, so he has it now."
No, yeah.
So we swap.
Did she had it or she got a free?
She bought it right there. She got it right there.
Tell her to cancel it. I have it covered. the save
Same
the
thing
money.
with Sunday Ticket.
Yeah. Oh, she bought it too.
No, you got Sunday Ticket.
Yeah.
And you put me on your family plan.
Well, you were just on it, you know.
Yeah, shout out to you, dude. You're treating me like my father would. He's like, hey, just fucking log into my shit.
Well, that's family. That's you and Misa are at similar levels now. I take care of Misa's like I talk to him very rarely. When he and I are close though. We're very close, and I support him by giving him Netflix and YouTube Premium and
That's
and
what it feels like.
YouTube TV. And I don't even know how I'm paying for it, honestly. It's just like it goes to a credit card somewhere, and then I pay it with. Anyway,
You pay it with points.
yeah.
But I started watching, back to the original thought, I started watching The Sopranos.
Gabagool, yeah.
And I was like seeing them like commit crimes and shit. And I'm like, dude, if I, like, and my girlfriend will say some shit, I'm like, if I hit you right now for assault, I'd get out in 10 years. For battery, I'd get out for about 10 years.
I look at crimes and I'm like, in my head, I do something and I'm like, I could probably get off with probation for this.
Yeah,
In my head,
I'm a first time offender. They're gonna give me the
No,
the-
but I feel like but blue collar crimes. I feel like no, they're less forgiving because they're like,
Yeah.
no, you're smart enough to do both. You're a criminal. Fuck you. Like
Yeah.
they'll toss like. So I don't think even if it's like murder or tax, like they'll fuck you like if they want to.
a white
you know?
collar crime. You mean?
Yeah.
So, like,
or
if-
that's what I meant. Yeah.
So if you scammed the system or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, like that kind of stuff. Like that's why I'm very careful with like everything I'm doing and stuff. I'm like, I don't, because then I do with like for work too. It's all like workers' comp and stuff. It's just like it's all sketchy, scary
Yeah.
stuff. It's just like I don't know, like it's just all anxiety inducing. So that kind of crime is more. I think more about that stuff and being tracked and scammed and like followed and that kind of stuff. More than like I just beat someone's ass and I gotta cover it up. Like I'm more thinking white collar, more like that kind of stuff as opposed to you did a hit and run. Like I feel like
Yeah.
if I crash, I'll just deal with the consequences. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't think I
Because I think white collar is like they won't throw the book at you because there's like no one really got hurt.
No, I feel like they will because they're like, you're smart enough, so fuck you. You deserve it. Like,
Well, that's usually not the case. Think about
Really?
think about like Bernie Madoff and like all those guys.
who? I thought
Bernie Madoff was a guy who scammed a bunch of people out of their 401ks and like all that shit. He had a fake. Robert De Niro played him in a movie.
Oh yeah,
He had
no,
an
I've
HBO
heard the
series called
name.
Madoff.
I've heard the name, but
Well, think about the Wolf of Wall Street guy, Jordan Belfort.
yeah, I've heard of
He did a
wolves
year.
before, but yeah.
I never heard of Wolves on Wall Street like
Yeah,
that.
that's why I'm like maybe it's probation and a fine or something, but
Yeah,
like,
but those guys, they committed like almost $1 billion frauds.
yeah,
And they only did like a year. The dude Belford was in jail with Cheech and Chong. Or Cheech, I think. One of them went to jail for like not paying their taxes.
mm-hmm.
And that's who he was in jail with playing tennis. So this is like,
look at him.
they're whatever. Like, now look at him. He's a multimillionaire again, giving out speeches.
That's why I'm like, just speaking of all this jail stuff and like in the moment and all, like, I'm not committing crimes. I don't want to commit a crime. I don't want to be a part of it. Like, but it's just like, you never know. Like, dude, you could be in prison fucking a year from now. Like, it's just like you could be Tory Lanez partying it up, and then 1 minute you're shooting a chick and you're maybe, but I don't know. Like,
I always think
allegedly, I don't know.
I always think about this. It's always like, dude, one mistake fucks you for years. Like, that's how I look at it. I was like, think about the guy who just lost his shit. I was having a bad day. You having a bad day fucks you for 5 to 10 years. I always think about that. I was like, you're at a bar, and then you just kind of, this guy won't stop fucking talking to you, and you're already annoyed. You just got fired from work, and you just fucking snap, lose it. You fucking assault someone, and battery, boom, 10, 15. That's it.
There's
day.
this like Facebook post that I always see reoccurring. It's like, man explains how 5 minutes of his life ended 50 years of his.
Yeah, like
whatever. It's
5
like-
minutes fucked him for 50 years.
Exactly, yeah. And it goes through like he's just like got in the car with his friends, did this, and I'm just like, because I'm like, dude, everything is cool and dandy, but I feel like things escalate quickly, and things can escalate quickly anytime. Like, there could just be an explosion at the show last week, and it could just be like, wait, what was that? And then all of a sudden you're detained. You're asking questions. Like
done.
it's just like, but it's like, what role do you play? Like, it's just, I don't know. Like,
I always think about that shit. I was like, dude, 5 minutes can fuck you for 50 years, and then you're done. You're done.
yeah, like having sex, coming, and then being. Never mind.
I always think about that shit too. I always think about like, dude, how do you get a nut off in jail?
No, I was gonna say something worse. I can't, because it's like a real fear I have that I don't want to say out loud.
Where it's
It's
like-
like God's gonna punish me.
Yeah,
dude.
where
And
it's
I can't have a kid. I can't have a kid. Like, if I have sex for 5 minutes to have a kid, and then they have like some sort of thing, I have to take care of them for a
Yeah.
long time.
That's what
I'm
my
just
dad
like,
told me.
dude.
He's all 5 minutes, fucked me for 18 years. And he goes, actually, it's 25 because you're still, I still have to support you. But now I think for him, it's more of a choice. It's just a choice now.
No, dude, like being in a step parent role now, like you learn, and being in so many relationships over the years, like you learn to be selfless and less selfish and stuff. And I think that's important for everyone. And so I think over the time, I'm sure the initial thought is like, fuck, I gotta spend. But then after time, it's just like, oh, it's my son, I love him. You know, it's
Yeah.
like I get it. And so I understand those feelings now. I'm looking at my parents now, and I asked my mom too, like. I don't know if this is kind of the same thing, but because she's like almost 70, and I'm like, how does it feel to see like your kids? They all like they were babies, and now they grew up, and now they have bigger kids now. Like, how does that feel, Mom? She's like, well, it makes me feel like I'm gonna die soon, and I'm like, all right. Like, well,
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, well, it's so beautiful to see life grow before your eye. I'm like, no,
And
it's
she
like,
goes, no, I'm about to kick the bucket.
no,
Anthony,
it's
be
like-
ready.
No, that's like that. It's just, I don't know how we got to that, but
I hate that because that's how my grandma is. And
Yeah.
your mom and my grandma are like the same age.
how old are they?
My grandma's 70.
Yeah, my mom's like 67, 68.
Yeah. So my grandma like says that to me all the time. He goes like, look, when I die, like I went to her house today.
Today?
Or, no. Saturday, me and Nathaniel went
yeah.
there, and she pulled me aside. I was like, hey, if something happens, whatever, when I die, I'm like, why are we talking about this?
Yeah,
And she started showing me like secret hiding spots of shit she has. I'm like, can you not? Like,
yeah.
it's like, thank you for showing me. So if something happens, I know, but don't be fucking doing all this shit.
Was that your first kind of taste? Sorry, that was rude. But was that your first kind of taste to having your grandma be morbidly truthful about
Oh no, dude! She told me like all sorts of shit when she was 60. Right before the pandemic hit, she was still working at the hotel she used to work at. She
worked at a hotel?
she used to work in the continental breakfast at a Best Western.
That's what she did?
Yeah,
Or was she just make the fucking like
she
eggs and
make eggs and waffles and that's it.
yeah.
And she says she learned a little bit of English, but she goes, I never spoke it. I never told anybody shit.
Yeah.
Because she understands it. Like I took Nathaniel there to my grandma's, and then he would talk, and my grandma knew exactly what he was saying. She just can't talk back.
That's how my mom is. She could talk back, but she has an accent. But that's exactly like the same
Yeah,
vibe.
it's
Yeah,
like she gets what you're saying. Like don't.
yeah. She
don't
understands what she's saying. Yeah.
think. But before the pandemic, she's told me, it was like, yeah, I just sat down with a bunch of people from like, I think it was from Greenlawn, the people out here. I think she has like a deal with them now. Like
Yeah.
signed a contract and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So when she dies, like there's a whole process. There's a thing, and like I think she has like a trustees thing where she goes like, this is what I want. This is how you guys are gonna celebrate, and this is where my body's gonna be at, and this is
Yeah.
where my ashes are gonna be
That's
at.
how my aunt was too.
So I was like, damn.
Dude, is she sick?
No, she's just prepared. That's it. She goes, I'm gonna pay. I might as well pay for it now while we can instead of burdening you guys.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, dude, you gotta enjoy your grandma while she's here, or
That's-
you could die tomorrow. So.
Oh, I know. I took Nathaniel there, and that was fun.
How was that like?
It was fun because all she did was make potato tacos, and that's
Mhm.
it.
Tacos de papa.
Yeah, that's all she made. And then, because that's all I wanted. And then
Yeah.
I brought Nathaniel. He goes, dude, did like God make this with his own hands?
What? Tell me, how was that experience bringing him to your house, and like who was there? Tell me about it.
Oh,
How
dude, my grandma loved it because I think Nathaniel's the first friend I took over just to go eat food, and I took him and I was like, hey, just eat whatever you want, eat as much as you want. Like my grandma will stay in the kitchen and make you as much food as you want.
Yeah.
And so she was doing that, dude. And he was just like loving it. He goes, dude, I ate too much. And I was like, that's exactly why I'm 300 pounds.
Yeah.
It's like I grew up eating all this shit.
Was that Saturday?
Yeah.
No wonder he was all like
sleepy and shit.
Every time I see Nathaniel, he's either like on very high energy or he's very like, no, I'm playing my phone right now.
Yeah,
like, he's very like
he was like all day just playing on his phone. I was like, damn, son,
dude, what the fuck? But yeah,
yeah, he's either I'm gonna go to bed or like, hey, why are you tired?
Yeah,
he's always on that.
Did Grandpa die? What happened to Grandpa?
My dad's dad?
Yeah,
never been in his life.
So Grandma's been always alone?
No, she married my dad's stepdad, who my dad considers his dad. But my dad's real dad's never.
Well, that's okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So stepdad. Oh, he lives out here in Bakersfield.
So they're divorced?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the last person I think allegedly that I'm aware of a person. That's the last guy my grandma's ever been with, and that's been for over 20-something years.
Yeah,
my whole life, I've never seen my grandma with anyone.
Some guys at the hotel, dude.
I had to have been, but I don't want to know about it.
No, I'm kidding. No, I forget what it was, dude. The subject of love came up yesterday, and I asked my dad, I'm like, do you even love my mom? And he's like, yeah, of course. She cooks for me. and then I was like, really? And then my mom's like, oye, por favor. And then I'm like, and he's like he literally could not comprehend like what that wrong answer was. He's like,
so you cook?
Yeah, I love her. She cooks for me. And I'm like, all right. Like,
and your mom just like, that's it?
But then I started thinking, I'm like, wait. What do I love about my girlfriend? No, no, man, I love it. But
no. You just sit there, you're all fuck.
But it's like, okay, I guess I put him on the spot, but he could have said, yeah, I love your mom, like, but but
your dad was probably just trying to be funny.
Honestly, like, that's what makes me realize, like, from now until we're old, dude, like, guys are just trying to like appease the crowd, like get the crowd laughing. Like, he was just trying to kill, but he just like sounded like an asshole. In a marriage that's been over 50 years, it's just like,
your mom's all, that's for real?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, you guys been together for 50 years? Like, oh, this is it, man. I'm like, so that's funny.
How long have you been with your girl for? A year already?
A year and a half.
Yeah, and I'm approaching a year.
Yeah.
And dude, her mom hit me with some shit. It goes a long message about how
really a long message.
It was nothing bad. It was good. It was like, I love that you and her are very complimentary with each other, and like you guys get along very well and just hang out. All this shit. She goes, she speaks very highly of you. And then I goes, oh, I just texted her back, oh, like, thank you so much. Like, that means a lot, like, coming from you. I'm like, I'm glad she comes from a great family who I'm like, I like to hang out with. Like, they're really cool. And then she goes, she texts me back, she goes, I hope you feel the same about her. And I go, damn, son. I was like, I do, like, obviously. Like, so I just hit him with that, yeah, I do. Don't worry. Dude. And that's when I get my head
you just said bet.
Yeah, I thought about it. I go, I should have. I was sitting with her.
Oh,
with her as her mom was texting me.
Okay.
And I just like showed her. I was like, "Damn, your mom just sent me a long message." She goes, "You should just reply with thank you, but I'm not reading all that." And I was like, "That's your mother."
That's funny.
I typed it out. Thank you, but I'm not reading all that. And I go, nah, I can't. Nah,
let's play a game called Edit Before They Open. Oh, man, dude. I have to go use the restroom real quick, so we're going to have to pause.
Did you with your stepkids, have you took them to the fair this year, or are you not going?
No, I'm going today. That's why I can't.
Until like 8?
Yeah, I'm gonna go right after this, so that's why I can't. That's why I couldn't podcast later tonight. But yeah,
what's it like when you take them out? Do a lot of people think like you're their like biological dad and shit?
No, that doesn't happen a lot. I think that's happened maybe once or twice. I don't know. Like not that I know of. I mean, I think people have thought maybe like the oldest one that I was his dad, maybe once or twice, but it's not anything like explicitly.
Because your oldest is 9, isn't it?
Yeah, he's I think so. Fuck. Now I know how it feels. I don't know. Like I try to be in the moment, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't know his age. There was one time though we were at because my girlfriend has twins, and we were at fucking what's that ice cream place we go to all the time that we like?
Doors?
No, in L.A.
Oh, Salt and Straw.
We were at Salt and Straw in Vegas. This is one time we were there, and we were waiting in line for like fucking 45 minutes, dude. It was like a grand opening. There's a bunch of people. Like there's a long ass line, a bunch of people. Waited for like 45 minutes. Finally get to the front, and we're ordering our ice cream. Me and my girlfriend and her kids, and the dude takes our order, gives us our ice cream, and then he sees the twins, and he's like, after he's already given us the ice cream with a long line of people, he looks at my girlfriend, and he's like, oh, you have twins? And she's like, yeah. He's like, wow, what was it like giving birth to them? And and then I was like, I wanted to say something, but I'm not like, I wasn't there for it, so I'm not. And I mean, like that's like her thing to say. She was just kind of like, huh, like.
Yo, let me tell you, buddy, it's all shot out. All right.
Actually, I think she might have. I think he's like, how was that? And I was like, dude, I don't even know. I wasn't there. I took the day off. Like I made him think that
something stupid.
I made him think that I was the dad, but I decided not to go.
I took the day off.
I was like, yeah, dude, I just suggest you to never watch a child be born. It's the least satisfying feeling in the entire world. But apparently, when you have twins, like a lot of people say shit like that. So
don't watch them come out, or like do watch.
Or they're like, oh man, twins, fuck, dude, how's your pussy? Like it's just like questions like that.
Yeah,
it's like,
damn, girl, you must be like
oh damn, dude, or is that a cesarean? What the fuck happened, dude? Like, is his name Caesar? What is that? No, I think the fair's gonna be fun though. I think it'll be a good time, but.
When was the last time you've been? You go every year, don't you, for the turkey leg?
No, actually, I think me and my girl went last year. We went.
You did a whole bit about it.
Did I?
Yeah, you had a whole bit about fuck the Kern County Fair because you spent so much goddamn money there for a corn dog and a lemonade.
Wow, you remember my material more than me.
Yeah, dude, I keep seeing the theme this year. I don't know if it's always been this year because I seen the commercials watching football. The commercial for the Kern County Fair for yesterday kept coming up. It was all, the Kern County Fair, treat yourself. And I was like, dude, are they saying treat yourself because it's so fucking expensive to buy anything in there now? The goddamn turkey legs are $12.
I feel like if you're going to go to any of those things, you're taking money to burn anyway. So I'm like, why are you... Like, I'm taking $60 anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to take $60 and... it's going to get me what it's going to get me. And I'll probably not even use it all. Because honestly, like, I'm scared to even go to the fair because I can't even eat what I want to eat. I can't be anywhere without having to go to the bathroom. Like, like that, dude.
Yeah,
and
I can't get the triple fried Twinkies no more.
I never got that. Never. Dude, I got the rainbow funnel cake, though.
What's on the rainbow funnel cake?
Actually, it was the year that I saw the Beach Boys.
The Beach Boys came to the fair last year?
Not last year. It was like I went a few years ago.
Oh,
It's like I've gone a bunch, you know. I've gone multiple times, but I took like last year I just went and I got my brick of chili cheese fries and maybe like, I don't know, maybe a corn dog. But I've been eating a lot of weenies lately, so I might take a break from the corn dogs.
Yeah, I gotta chill out.
Yeah.
I never been to this fair. But I've always went to the Antelope Valley Fair. That was always fun. That's our fair in Cal City.
Which I'm sure is the same version. It's the
same exact thing.
It's
dude,
the same guys.
What's crazy is this year is the first year that the Kern County Fair and the Antelope Valley Fair happening at the same exact time.
So then it's not the same thing because it would have been. Oh,
There would've
maybe
been a
there's multiple.
scheduling
Maybe there's
conflict.
multiple funnel cake guys.
I think so. Dude, do you think they all travel together, don't they? Like the funnel cakes and all those fair people?
I'm sure they carpool.
Yeah, they all they all go in a train. But I always get weird about that shit. Because I've never been that guy who went to the county fair and got like all the fair foods and stuff. I never did the foods. Like I found those people who were weird who did all that.
You're like, no, I eat unhealthy every day. I don't need to go do it on a special
Yeah,
occasion.
it's like, I don't need you to fucking fry up Oreos for me right now, dude. I did a rack of Oreos yesterday.
It's definitely about who you're with and what. It's all about who you're with, and that's all it is. It's like, it's nothing. It's like less about the things you're gonna go do, the cool things you're gonna see, because all you're gonna do is run into someone that you don't fuck with no more. You're gonna see you're gonna see an op. You're gonna see someone that like someone's gonna try to look at your girl. Like it's always something.
Yeah.
You're gonna go and use those little foot massagers, and it's gonna be 50 cents instead of 25 cents like it was last year. There's always gonna be something that pisses you off. You don't go for any of those things. You just go because whoever you're with, that you like. That's just that's the date. That's just the fun thing to do.
They drug you out.
No, not even drug you out, but it's more of it's more of like that's the fun part. It's like I'm going with this person to the fair.
Yeah.
Not I'm going to the fair. It's I'm going with these people to the fair. Not I'm going to the fair.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was one year me and a bunch of classmates from the newspaper at the Cal State. We all got together, a bunch of the editors or some people, whatever, and we all met there. And then we were just there for a few hours, and that was it. Like that was a good time, like because we were all just like homies and stuff. And then because you're never gonna be with those people at an event ever. Like that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
The fair happens every year, but the people that you're with is not always gonna be the same.
It's not the same crowd every year.
Exactly. No, but like the people that you're fucking with is not gonna be the same crowd you're gonna be with every year. You know, you and your girl might break up, and you be me. You might be with a trans guy next year, you know, like it could, or like same thing with me, you know, like it doesn't, anything can happen. So all it is about enjoying who you are going with, and then that's it. That's why I'm going with my girl and her kids, because it's like, let's go see the animals, see them be happy that there's a cow. Like that's more rewarding to me than, you know, being on YouTube and watching a live stream. You know, it's just like, it's like
which I will be doing tonight.
Which I'll be doing as soon as I get back in the car and but no, it's but what I'm saying more is like, is this something different to do with the people that you care about? And that's all it is. It's like the food will be good, but I think that's what I'm learning about now as I get older and I can't even eat shit anymore because I have to be healthy.
Yeah.
And I know it's like, yeah, you're still fat. Why are you healthy? Because that's what I tell myself. I looked at my shirt in the last podcast. And I'm like, dude, how is that shirt button not pop? I was like, well, that shirt's old and it's like kind of losing its juice. You know how the older
flannel?
shirts? No, one of the other. But the older shirts, they get kind of tighter, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm blaming it on that.
It's not the shirt getting tighter. It's you're outgrowing it.
Yeah. Anyway, but so it's more like, dude, I'm not trying to like eat all this shit, go drink all, because I can't drink soda no more, dude.
Yeah.
I can't like eat a lot of crazy shit.
When was the last
like
time you had a soda?
I have sips of soda all the time, not all the time. I had a sip of a Diet Coke at dinner with my girl like last Tuesday. And it was like, oh, I can't even drink it because it just tastes it's awful.
Dude, that was me last night. She got food and she got me a Starry, like it's the new Sprite. I used to love it.
Yeah.
And I drank it and I was like, this does not taste good.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had soda in a long time. Same thing with McDonald's. I haven't McDonald's since May.
I'm sure you've had McDonald's.
No, I swear. I haven't had McDonald's since May. Since we shot that promo video.
Okay. I had 2 hot and spicy McChickens last week. And this is the whole thing. It's like, I need to be more healthy. I used to eat
5.
No. I used to eat, dude, I'm telling you, I used to eat fast food sometimes twice a day, 5 days a week.
It's crazy to me.
And it was just like going home from the club.
And your mom cooks at home.
Yeah, no, and I would be eating that like in between too. Like I'd have that for lunch, and then I'd have fast food for dinner, like every.
And then late night.
Yeah, all the time. all the time. And now, like last week, I had 2 hot. And, like when I used to go to McDonald's, my order would be $18.24.
Yeah.
And then the other day, I took my mom to McDonald's to get like something from the dollar menu for her and my dad, and I ended up getting 2. There was just 2 extra hot and spicies that I wasn't gonna eat, but they were there, so I was like, "Fuck it, dude, I'll eat them." You know, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't eat this shit a lot anymore. I'll get them. I ate them, dude, and then when I ate them, I was like, "Oh, I don't feel bad." But then later, I was like, "Oh,
Sluggish.
I just felt so sick." You know, I just felt like because the spicy and the burning and all the salt, it's just like. I can't do fast. It's just like ever since my gallbladder, all this like shit, I can't be eating like the poison shit I was, you know? Like I can have pizza here and there. Yeah, I'll have to go to the bathroom right away. I can have some ice cream, but it has to be a sorbet.
Yeah.
You were with me that day. Like I got ice cream, but it was a sorbet, like
fruit based.
Fruit based. I have to get fruit based. I have to get like all this shit, like and
frozen yogurt now.
Dude, I'm reading labels, like, if it has dye, I don't want to eat it. Like, is this
like red dye?
Yeah, no, like, because you always used to hear about this, like.
Did you see what's happening?
Yeah, that's why. It's like, my girl doesn't feed her kids anything with, like, dyes, and before, I was kind of aware of it, but I never really paid attention to it, but then the more and more I've gotten closer with her and the kids, I'm like, dude, there's so much shit in everything, and it affects everything, dude, and no wonder my shit was always, like, weird colors, and I always felt like fucking like gross, and like there's just so much like fake colors and poisons and shit, dude. Like I don't know.
So they're saying like hot Cheetos might get banned from California because they're trying to ban red dye 40 from California.
Yeah, they'll just make another new one with a.
They'll make a different food coloring.
They'll make a good like a safe food coloring, or they'll just change the. I don't think they'll ban it. They'll just change the
color to it or whatever.
Yeah, what's it called? The fucking formula,
Cheeto
the
dust.
ingredients or something. Like, yeah.
Did you ever watch that fucking movie?
Fuck no, dude. Hell no.
Did you either?
Hell no. I hate Mexican movies.
How inaccurately it was.
How inaccurate or how accurate?
It was very inaccurate.
Why? What was inaccurate about it?
It was him like working there, like all that shit was accurate, but like a lot of I stepped up to the big CEO shit was pretty inaccurate. Like, he just came up with the formula and took it to him and was like, hey, here we go.
Well, yeah, that doesn't make a good movie.
No, yeah, exactly.
If you just say, oh, yeah, he went up and there's no challenge there, of course.
Because it was a contest. Or it was like all the Frito-Lay people was like, if you have any ideas for a new chip because we're going bankrupt, let us know.
Yeah. And they came up with hot
the
Cheetos.
Mexican came and he was like, hey, here's some hot shit. And they're like, love it.
Here's the thing is that they don't need it to be, they just made it red to emulate spicy, but clearly it could be spicy.
It's like Doritos.
Yeah.
You don't need the Dorito dust on there no more.
Yeah.
It's just it's emphasis, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like
it's texture.
Yeah, it's a texture thing. It's a feel thing. They want you to lick your fingers afterwards.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. There's like the only chips I eat now are fucking those baked jalapeno ones. That's the only chips I eat.
Miss Vicks or whatever?
Whatever. Like those Kettle Cooked, that's the only chips I eat. Like I don't eat any other chip. Like I can't.
I don't even know what the fuck Kettle Cooked means. They cook it in a pot?
They called each other black. I don't know. Like
Kettle Cooked?
No, dude. Like I just know that the back of the ingredients doesn't have a lot of shit on it. That's all it is. Like I just try to go for the things that doesn't have a lot of. But it's just the thing that I find funny though is it's like, not funny but ironic because I feel like sometimes people think, well, I'm eating all this healthy stuff. Why am I not skinny or why am I not losing weight? It doesn't mean that you're gonna lose any more weight. It just means you're eating less fake shit, but you're still eating fucking food. Yeah. Like I'm still eating 4 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with organic peanut butter and jelly, but the bread is 70 calories still, and it's fiber bread, and it's still it still adds up, you know.
It's like you just ate 1,000 calories right now. What are you talking about? And that was just your little snack.
Yeah. No, dude, my nephews eat terrible, dude. Like, cause I'm living with them, they eat like like all just like the shit I used to eat, like just like all the chips and the colorings and all the cookies, and I'm like, dude, my gallbladder was removed, and now I just like I can't even enjoy a soda now.
Yeah.
I will never be able to just sit and enjoy a soda, or nor do I want to. It feels gross in me. It tastes gross. I'm like, you guys are just fucking living it up right now. I'm like,
You just look at him mad. You're all, how the fuck?
I'm like, no. I'm more like, you guys gotta change your act before you end up like me. You know.
You're becoming that old man.
Yeah, except I'm still I'm just look like a hypocrite because I'm still fat and like I'm.
They're all. What do you mean? You're
Like,
still.
what do you mean?
terrible.
You're just like you're still fat and unhealthy. What do you mean? You're telling us to eat healthy?
How's it when you're living there? Like, where are you spending most of your time at? Just in your room?
I mainly go in between like my sister. I'm like in the living room with my family, or I'm in my room. But these past few days, like I've been kind of like I'll just go do stuff. Like I'll come do this during the middle of the day, so then I have to spend less time sitting in the room and shit.
Yeah. Because that seems like the struggle. Because like living over there right now, it's like, god damn, there's nowhere like really to be alone or like to hang out by yourself or type of shit.
Well, no, there's plenty of places to be alone, but where I have to be alone, it's uncomfortable. I'm just like in an air mattress, so it's just like. But I try not to complain because complaining is for bitches.
So where does it? You're just hanging out like when you're watching football on Sunday. You're watching like downstairs and shit.
Yeah, so when I'm watching football, I'm just with my family.
Are you taking control of the remote? Like, are you the only one really into it?
Well, yeah. I mean, everyone kind of leaves me alone. No one really.
They're all fucking. The Packers are down by 18. Don't talk to Anthony.
No, they're watching it with me, but they're more like
They're just there.
Yeah, they're chill.
Did you watch that game? When they're down by 18?
Yeah, I watched the entire thing.
How pissed were you at halftime or in the fourth quarter?
I told, dude, I'm not. I think football is a scam. I'm not celebrating no more.
You think so? Are you buying into the? It's a.
No. I mean, no. I used to be those. I used to celebrate all the time. Like these last few years, I'd always clap and scream after a first down. I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, great play." And then Aaron Rodgers would just lose. Like it'd just be another fucking like
another loss.
It would be another fucking like, oh, he gave up in the fourth quarter. Like this is the first time I've ever seen a game in a long time where the Packers decided to win in the fourth quarter. Usually if it's Aaron Rodgers, he's just like, fuck this dude. Like he'll give up in the third quarter. He's like, we'll win next week, and he'll let the backup go in. That's how it's been the last 3 years. He like if they were losing in the fourth, he would just not. They would just like not even try. If they were getting blown out, he would not even try. He would just be like, go send the backups in. Fuck this. Like
Jesus Christ.
But Jordan Love is like, dude, he's all we got. So he was just out there, and then all of a sudden the momentum started to shift. But the Vikings suck dick.
We're terrible this year. Dude,
what's up with the Vikings, dude? Can you talk to me what's going on with the Vikings?
I hate watching because every morning I wake up and I'll Monday mornings I'll wake up and my YouTube's blitzkrieg with football shit.
Yeah.
And it's like I watch That's Good Sports and like all those people like that. Flemlo Raps, my favorite YouTubers, and I watch all of them, dude. And like they're the recaps. They're just doing recaps. And then the nail is the Denver Broncos and the Minnesota Vikings. And it goes, these two teams' season are completely over already.
Dang. The Vikings, really?
3. Yeah. We're 0-3.
Which you guys are playing the Panthers, who are also 0-3 right now.
Next week?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's we opened the week with, week 1 was Vikings and, who did we play week 1? And Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's undefeated right now. They're 2-0. And then we played the Eagles. You're not going to win that game. And then we played the fucking Chargers, who I hate. I fucking hate Brandon Staley. I fucking hate him.
Why do you hate Brandon Staley?
That motherfucker tried to lose me money when I was in Vegas.
Oh my God, you're so stupid.
I hate how he coaches. Because did you hear him?
He's like a computer guy. Like
he's
like,
all about like statistics, the algorithm, and then like, did you hear his excuse on why
he's like
he
an
went?
AI. He's like an AI coach.
Oh, he's the worst coach. He refuses to kick field goals.
Really?
Refuses to kick field goals.
He goes for 2 all the time.
No, I'm talking about like when it's like you're on the 30, and it's like, hey, just get the 3 points and let's get the fuck out of here. Refuses to kick field goals. Refuses.
Oh, so don't draft his fucking.
Never draft, dude. That's like when I had money on the game. It was like all I need is 2 field goals. Kickers kick 2 field. Went for it every fucking time. Every time. I was so pissed. So pissed. And like I just hate how he coaches. I'm like, you're not punting because he could have made Minnesota have to drive all the way down the field because the Chargers were on the 27 or like the 32 or some shit like that on their own 32. And he didn't punt it. He went for it on 4th and 1 and it didn't work out. So the Vikings had the ball immediately in the red zone.
Oh.
So it's like you could have punted it and secured the win. Let your defense play the game. Like lock up Jefferson. That's all you have to do.
Uh-huh.
And that how he coaches like, nah, we went for it on 4th and 1. And in the press conference, they asked him about it. How did you feel about going for it on 4th and 1? And he's just straight up. He was all, went through it. We went through our chances, and that was just our best probability. We were confident in getting that first down, but we just didn't get it. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, punt it. It's fucking 4th. You put him at the minimum on their own 20.
Yeah.
At minimum on their own 20.
So they went for it on 4th down in their 30?
And on their own 30, around their own 30, 27, something like that. They went for it, and they fucking didn't get it. Minnesota turnover on downs. Immediately, Minnesota's in the red zone. And then we drive down. Kirk Cousins doesn't spike the fucking... The coach doesn't call to clock the ball. So just spike the ball. It's 1st and goal. They don't spike it. Literally 20 seconds come off the clock. Just between that play to this play. And there's 12 seconds left. So they're hurrying up. They have to run a hurry-up play. And pick 6. Or interception.
Oh, yeah.
Game
I
over.
saw that.
Game over. So pissed. I don't know. I think what it is our defense sucks dick.
But you guys had great play. What happened to your defense?
Sucks dick. Terrible. Terrible defense.
Brian Flores, no good?
Terrible.
Who was your defensive coordinator last year?
I don't remember.
Someone from the old system?
Yeah. This is Brian Flores' first year with us.
So it's all new system, all new.
All new. With a couple new players. We lost. Who is that guy who played for Green Bay and then went to us?
Oh, yeah. He was good.
Smith. Zaire Smith?
No. His name is... I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He had dreads. Yeah, he's gone.
But he's gone.
He was
He
good.
plays for Chicago now.
Oh, ass. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
he
He was
plays
a
for Chicago
cornerback.
now.
He was a cornerback. Yeah.
Patrick Peterson left.
Oh, yeah. Patrick Peterson's on
Not
the
with us
Steelers
no
now?
more. Yeah, I think he's gone to the Steelers. Patrick Peterson's not with us.
Dude, that's why.
Harrison Smith is almost 35 years old. And he's still in the
And
start.
he's a white guy.
And he's a white guy. He's a white safety.
A white safety.
That's the last white safety in the NFL right now.
35.
Still a good player. But he's the only anchor in the defense. And him and Darius Hunter, and that's it.
Daniil
Hunter, whatever. Thinking of Darius Rucker.
Okay, no wonder. Okay, so you guys do have a shitty defense then.
It's almost all brand new guys. Everyone left. Because everyone last year was on a 1-year deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everyone was on a 1-year deal. Now it's just...
So this is basically your head coach's defensive guy, and now he's bringing in his new, like...
Yeah, new system. Like, let's put all the puzzles together.
This ain't going to be good for you.
Because our
This is going to be a rough-ass season. This is going to be Kirk Cousins last year.
But Kirk Cousins having the best year he's ever had. He threw for more yards than Tua did. In that 70-20
It's because he had to.
Tua
got out at like the third quarter.
He came out of the fourth. But
Fourth.
yeah. But I'm like, dude, fucking like Kirk Cousins was only second to Justin Herbert, who threw for 405 yards to fucking Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen like set records for his career that game. So it's like, dude, we couldn't stop the pass. The only thing that was really stoppable was the run game, but that was it.
Oh, I can't wait till we play you guys.
Oh, it's gonna be garbage.
Smoke
We're gonna
the
get fucking
fuck out of you,
blasted.
dude.
Obliterated.
I don't know, but if Jair Alexander follows Justin Jefferson, But because Justin Jefferson will, and then I'm sure you guys will get points on us though. But our defense is getting kind of good.
That's the
Our
thing
defense is good.
Our shit, like we score, it's like our defense just can't stop a fucking anything.
Yeah.
They can't stop the wind coming in their house, dude. That's it.
I was like, dude, they got Brian Flores. I was scared, but
I
now
thought
I'm not
we were
even
good.
tripping.
No, it's
dude.
like,
Oh,
bro, we're dog shit.
Hell yeah.
At least we're not the Broncos, though, dude. 70 points. Gave up.
You know any Broncos fans?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people are Broncos fans, I know.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. I was like, I made a 49er reference at the Cal City show, and people were like, "Wow!"
Oh, I know, dude.
I didn't know what to do. I was like,
There's a couple, like, diehard Bronco fans that were there.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I knew, like, 2 of them. How did you like that Cal City show?
No, how did you like that Cal City show? I liked it. It was fun. It was a good time. Yeah, dude. I'm just like, I loved everything but my set. I loved about the show. Like, I loved like.
You had a good set.
I hated my
liked
set,
your
dude.
set.
I just like, I'm dog shit. I hate myself as a comedian. I wish I was better. I want to be funnier. I hate all my material. I don't like. It's just like one of those like, God, like I don't know. I think I'm just tired of doing my 10. You know, I've been doing that 10 for over a year now.
Yeah.
Or like kind of that 10 for pretty much that 10 for over a year now. So I'm like, God damn it, dude. I need a new and I rushed into all these gigs trying to fucking like
jumpstart.
Not jumps. No, I guess not rushed into it, but I just took them thinking that I'd be good. But I feel now I still don't feel like my best yet, you know. So that's why I ended up not taking like that showcase show and a couple others in October or whatever. Because I'm like, dude, I don't want to like. I'm still too tired, you know. So
Yeah.
personally, I wish I could have done a lot better for how good everything was. I think that's why I'm like let down. I'm like, God, I wish I could have had a better set because everything was so perfect. Like just like everything was dope. I didn't realize there was a porta potty outside. I would have been shitting in there.
Was there really?
Yeah, I saw there's a porta potty, and I didn't realize that there was a woman sign on the bathroom inside. That was just for girls.
Oh, that was for everyone.
Well, I was pissing in there.
Yeah. No, I did it. I liked the show. I was scared in the beginning. I was real scared.
Yeah, you could tell.
I hated the age of the crowd at first.
Why, dude?
Dude, because there was a guy who I saw, like, as soon as I see people walking and they have, like, canes and shit, I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
What's wrong with that?
I was like, they're not going to get me.
Well, you got to get someone in there, dog.
I was like, that was the only thing. I was like, someone has to come. And I was like talking with my mom came up to me and she goes, are you like happy with everything? And I was like, I didn't know how old your friends were. And then she goes like, man, and she slammed the door and walked away. And I was like, dude, your friends are so old.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
I was like, I thought they were going to be around like your guys' age, like 50 to 40. I was like,
Oh, it's like 80 and 70.
It was like 70 to 80, yeah.
Oh, like
that's literally what it was.
It was like 60 and 70.
That's literally what it was. And I was like, I can't believe like how old everyone is.
I don't know, dude. Nothing against the lovely family we got out there, but white people age differently. So I feel like some of those people were just like 45 and smoked cigarettes and just lived and worked outside.
Yeah.
Like
I was like, I can't believe it. I was like,
I feel like they got burnt. I was like, y'all know what frozen yogurt? They're like, yes, we know. I was like, all right, chill.
Like, well,
y'all got a Dollar Tree and an H&R Block here. My bad. Like,
you had a good joke when you said I like this city because you have getting directions is easy.
No, he said when I was driving up, I was. It's funny too because on the drive there, I cried like 8 times just thinking about different stuff.
Like laughing?
No, sad. Just because I'm so glad I drove alone, dude. I would have just been. I needed to just be alone, like
crying?
Just like thinking about a lot of stuff that's been happening.
Crying. It was you were sweating in that hot ass car without AC.
No, it wasn't bad. I was literally crying just about life, living in the moment, my health, fucking like family, just being like, I want to be good, like just everything. Just like I'm at the I feel like the halfway point of my life now. What the fuck do I have?
Yeah.
Like be something now. Just go out there and have fun tonight. And I ended up just eating shit and on the way there, I'm just driving and I finally get to town. The tears are dry. And I'm trying to think of jokes. I'm like, I'm driving here. Let me start making some observations, And there's that one point where, like, I pulled up to an intersection with 4 cars, and none of them wanted to go. Each of them were just like signaling to the other to go. And I'm like, can we just all go the way we got here, the way we're supposed to? I feel like one of you guys is trying to follow me the way I'm going. Like, there's, how when you're in a big city and there's traffic, and there's a car that's shut down. And they didn't even pull to the side of the road, and they just have their lights blinking, and they're just in the middle of the road, and they're not moving over. If that happens on Gosford here, it fucking creates a traffic jam because a bunch of cars are going. They have to like stop and merge, go over here. There's just one car just stopped in the middle of the road, and just like there's a guy waving his hand like this, and everyone just like went around it. In your small town when your car stopped in the middle of the road and there's no traffic jam.
Oh, yeah.
But the joke I made was, I love a small town where the directions are, just make a left at the Rite Aid and you're there.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that was fun though, driving there. But you didn't like the old crowd?
I did it at first, and then it ended up being all right.
I feel like you smashed. You had a great set.
I had a good set, and then I hate that my opening joke went terrible.
Which one did you say?
I said, y'all don't know this, but I could have been all y'all steps or your son-in-laws.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Ain't nobody fuck with me. I was like, all right, I'll get the fuck off stage.
Well, I didn't know. I was like, what is he saying?
That's what I after I said it, and I was like, that was stupid.
That would have been funnier at the end of your entire set when everyone knew who you were and not at the beginning. Like, that would have been funnier after you've already said, like... But it doesn't matter. You had a great set.
Because I liked it, and then I was just hating, like, every time. I stayed in the trailer majority of the time. I tried to. As soon as people started showing up, I just stayed in the trailer. Because every time I walked in, my mom was talking to someone, and then she goes, Marcus, come here. And then she'd be like, this is my son. He's going to be doing comedy. I was like, don't do that.
Uh-huh.
It's like they'll see me. It's like, don't fucking tell them.
She's like, Marcos is grumpy. Why is Marcos grumpy?
She's like, why is he so grumpy? I was like, because I don't want to fucking have to talk to all these people right now.
I was like, no, that's just Marcos on show day. That's just him.
Honestly, it's before a show. I was like, it's the most stressful fucking point.
Yeah. And
then I'm just sitting there the whole time. I was like, made sure Diego was squared away. Because it's like, I have to square away all these other things behind the scenes. It's like, we're just making sure shit gets squared away. We're worrying about the sound, worrying about when this chick's getting off stage after she got done singing. Which, the first 2 comics, I told my mom, she came up to me, she goes, oh my God. Like, it was like when Boydston was up, she came up to me and goes, would you do this again? And I go, not with the music. I was like, music has to go last if we're doing this again. I was like, we're not doing live music before again.
Why?
Because it took... Because it went Nathaniel, Diego, Boydston. In the middle of Boydston's set, that's when he won him back.
Yeah.
And that's when it got good. We were in the clear after that.
Yeah.
But it took, Nathaniel did 12, Diego did 7. Halfway through Boydston's set, which was about 5 to 7 minutes, it took them almost 30 minutes to get into the comedy show.
Into used to what comedy's supposed to be.
Exactly. It took 30 minutes for them to get into comedy. So I was like, we're not doing music before. I was like, that's going to have to go after.
Yeah, music after.
I was like, because that's where it's just there. No one's into it. Everybody wants to. And then I walked in there, and then Joey was doing sing-alongs. And I was like, fuck.
Uh-huh.
I was like, dude, they just want music. Like, they got hammered, and that was it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they did, doors opened at 5, comedy didn't start till 7. Everyone
30.
was blitzkrieg already.
Yeah.
Everyone was hammered.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's not looking too hot right now.
Okay, I see that. I see when you think about those things, I see that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's where I was like, fuck.
Do you think people only came because there was music?
No. They came for the comedy show because that's what they paid for.
But the music was just there as
The
complimentary.
music was there as complimentary, and that was like, that got them going. Because they're like, that's the kind of crowd, I know who they are. They like the live music shit. They don't give a fuck about comedy.
Yeah, I think, dude, then because we don't want them too fucked up for comedy anyway. So I feel like
we should have went first.
so I feel like having comedy open it up and having it just be like an hour-long comedy show and then live music to follow is perfect, because then people can capitalize on the drinks they've already been had, and now they can be loud.
Yeah.
You know, instead of going from really loud to having to be really quiet to being loud again, you know. Yeah, I see that, dude. I see that 100%.
Yeah, I was very much, I was like, fuck.
Dude, what about Fistful of Pennies or Nickels?
We
open,
should, dude.
Closing or like,
fuck
dude,
yeah.
I think like.
I don't know if we could afford them, though.
Really?
Oh, they tour a lot.
Really? Are you just making a joke right now?
No, they get booked.
Really, guys? Come on, dude. Do us a favor. I mean, there's child support payments that are be coming soon, right? Like,
there's house payments that are gonna be need to be made, dude.
Y'all can keep the tips, man.
Yeah.
No,
that
you're
was
right.
The thing
like,
too. They were like, "Do you guys want to have a tip bucket?" I was like, "Nah, dude. Like, we got their money."
Yeah, no, that's not fair.
We're not gonna ask them for more.
Yeah.
I was like, "Give it to Autumn, the bartender, or give it to fucking Joey."
Yeah.
I was like, "Don't fucking give us any more money."
Yeah, the music person can get the tips, but no, I thought the crowd was fine. I hated my set, but then you just have people. Well, I don't know. Some drunk lady came up to me and gave me a hug and was like, "Oh my god, I loved the comedy." I was like, "All right, I see you hugging everyone, so I'm glad you enjoyed all of us." but
oh, dude, some of those people were just like, when they came out, funny. I was like, I'm friends with your mom. I was like, I know. I was like, all you guys are friends with my mom.
Yeah. See, like, dude, I think it'd be great, like, if we hosted that show, like, once every 3 months or something and just called it, like, the Cal City Comedy Show presented by Bad Neighbor.
Yeah.
Hosted it and then just invited, like, 2 to 3 people to come out. Like, it would be fine. Everyone would go home with some money and it'd be a good, steady room to have in another area, you know?
It's a good income.
Yeah. But it's just good practice too. Like, that's why I'm like, I gotta start treating these rooms like I gotta start working out my new 10s in these rooms. Like, that's where I'm like, I think I've had enough. Like, cause I think that's what I've realized doing these last few shows. I'm like, dude, I love my old 10, but it's kind of not even me anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's a part of me, but I feel like I'm still growing and there's still way more newer stuff that I want to joke about now, but I'm still kind of like getting healthy, you know?
Yeah.
But there's so much more I want to like talk about and say and do, and that it's on my mind, and like I'm moving now and like I'm living differently. I'm trying to be like, I feel like there's just more, like you're constantly growing. But like I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly like trying to be, and it's hard for me to like I can lie when I'm doing my material, but I almost feel like I'm lying too much when I'm joking about not eating vegetables. I'm like, dude, clearly I eat vegetables. Like, why am I, even how silly it sounds, or if it does work, I'm like, it seems so disingenuous. I try to be real with the comedy I'm making, you know, like always, like, it may be to a fault, you know, and maybe it's like that's why it's like, for me, sometimes things have to be perfect, or they have to go through this system where it's like, it all makes sense, it's all true, and I can say it. Because I don't know, or if it's all based on some sort of reality, I'm just kind of mumbling now. But
yeah. So you just want to change your entire act?
Not my, I mean, because my act right now is 10 minutes, really. Like,
yeah. But they fucked with your, whatchamacallit? I think they fucked with you talking about your parents. That's what I noticed was starting to kill. Was people talking about their families.
Oh, yeah.
Because when Boyce started doing a little bit of that, or talking about parenting and shit, and then you talked about your parents, I was like, all right, we're picking up momentum. We're doing good. It's like, that's almost like what they wanted, because that was like a very family setting type of thing.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if they were dirty. Were they dirty?
Well, they loved Hacker.
I should have done more dirty stuff.
They fucked with him. And I was like, few people came up to me. I was like, is he like on anything? I was like, that's just a comic from Bakersfield. It's like,
you mean on anything?
Like, they were thinking, I was like, yo, is he like on Netflix? Like,
yeah,
I was like,
no,
nah,
he's probably like on Poppers or something.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're just like, where'd you find that guy? I was like, he's just from Bakersfield. Like, dude, I was like, he's hilarious. That's all I could tell. I was like, he's just very, very funny. It was a fun show, though. Glad we did it.
Yeah. Now we don't have any shows now.
Nope. We're good.
Oh, well, we have a couple dates we have a date in October.
Yeah, the 28th.
Yeah, I have 2 dates that week, but we have a date together 28th.
Where else do you have that week?
I'm doing Un Paquito's room
on
the 25th.
Oh, Thursday?
So it's that
Wednesday?
Wednesday. That Wednesday.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that's where I'm like,
You're taking the first 2 weeks off.
yeah, I'm taking the first 2 weeks off of shows, like, to not worry about making. I'm gonna go to Mike's and work on new material.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know how, dude. It's been a minute where I'm like, how do you just go do a new set? Like, you know, I've always just done like where I worked on new jokes and then added them to my 10.
Yeah.
But now I kind of just want to have
that's-
like a whole new 5. And like I did do it a couple times, like the first times I got out. But then I started doing my show material because I was trying to get ready for these shows. But now I'm like, I don't want to prepare for any shows. I just want to go
You just want to
practice. Yeah, I just want to go. I just want to mic. But then I'm also like, I'm too tired to mic a lot. But
What if you... Because think about it. It just starts with new jokes. Because I told Everett yesterday, I was like, I have one new joke I got to work on. That's it. It's like I might do 2 minutes. Dude, it was dead yesterday. It was bad. That was the worst I've ever seen Sunday.
yeah.
It was really bad. There's 10 comics, 10 to 12. And that was all who was in the room.
No one else?
And a few people left early.
The comics?
Yeah. It was really bad. Everyone who was in the room went up. So I was like, damn, son.
Yeah, did you go up?
Yeah. I went up at the end. And I just had to work on that one joke. And I told everyone to work on that one joke. And it turned into 5 minutes. So that's how you just do new shit. You just go up, work on one joke. And you told the host, like, hey, I'm probably going to do like a minute, 2 minutes. And that's it. I got one thing to work on. And that's all.
That's true.
So, like, you don't have... Because I always tell you, you don't have to do your full 5. It's like, just work on one thing. And that's it.
Yeah.
Because that one turned into me talking about other shit, which I probably can't use anywhere else because I talked about the club, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
And I was talking about all the door guys and stuff.
What did you say?
Just about what they're getting paid at the door and shit.
Oh.
That was it. We won't get into that.
Did you work the show Friday or Saturday?
No, I wasn't there at all.
Oh,
But I heard about Friday's show.
What was Friday's show?
They kicked out a group of 16.
Friday?
Yeah.
Who
For
was
Jeff Garcia.
Damn.
Yeah. A group of 16 got kicked out.
Oh, yeah.
They had a tab of almost $400. I was like, and you kicked them out? Why would you do that?
I wonder why they got kicked out, do you know?
Being too rowdy. They were sitting in the VIP, and they were getting too rowdy. And then shortly after they got kicked out, Jeff Garcia got off stage. He's like, all right, I'm done.
He's like, fuck this.
Yeah, because I think they knew people. Or they knew each other or some shit like that. I don't know. I asked Tolman about it. He goes, yeah, they just kicked out a group that was 300 people. And Tolman was like very adamant about they need to change the drink thing there.
What,
like
the
drinks and stuff.
The 2-drink minimum?
Yeah, it's like they need to make a fucking 2-drink minimum because that's just how it's going to end up working. I was like, I mean, I rarely...
Why, what was he... like, is it not working that is not, or what?
Pretty much. He was like, it just needs to be a 2-drink minimum every time you go. You go to the club, you got to buy 2 drinks. I was like, true, but at the same time, I was like, it's kind of nice not having that. Because that also... But also, I think if we did do that, it'll entice people to not drink as much. Because, like, you're forcing me to get 2 drinks. Instead of, I could get as many as I want type of shit. Because if you look at, like, people aren't going to, like, the Comedy Store and getting obliterated in the main room.
True.
Versus us, people are getting obliterated. Every show, someone is fucked up.
But it's also this, too. The Comedy Store has servers, and you can't go up.
Can't go up and just get as many as you want.
You can't go up and be like, hey, let me get 8 drinks. No, it's like, all right, how many? You 2 right here. You can't go and be like, let me get 2 beers, 2 drinks. No.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could. I don't know. Can you? Can you go to the Comedy Store and be like, let me get 2?
Well, they have the bar outside that you can do that at. But we don't have a bar like that. We don't have a bar off to the side where you could go up and you have to go over there. But if you're for the show, you get served. But I think they're moving into it because they're talking about hiring a waitress.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which in that building you only need 3 for a sold out show. For any other show you just need 1 or 2. And that's it. What? Who's this?
Diego.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, you're on the podcast. Can you talk?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it. What the fuck?
You on a machine or something?
Oh, no. I'm just at work. We're packing up to leave already.
Oh, you got a second?
Yeah, shoot.
Did you end up fucking that chick Saturday night?
Who?
Who? You know who, bitch?
That blonde chick that you were playing fucking pickleball with or whatever that game was.
Homie, as soon as you guys left, I went to bed.
What?
Really?
Yeah, I got fucked up.
For real?
For real.
Did you you didn't hang out you didn't get that girl's number or nothing?
What was her name again?
I don't know. I never met that chick before.
Did she came up? We were playing blackjack and she came
Yeah.
over, tapped you, and was like, "Hey, you want to come be my partner?"
And then you ran
And
to
you're
go
like,
play.
"Yeah, sure." What'd you say?
What do you mean?
You want a snow bunny, huh?
I mean, white-eyed devils are always the best, so...
Hey, so what happened? Did you get her number or anything or no?
Maybe.
Yes or no, dude? I don't think you did.
He did. All right, changing the subject. Another question I have for you.
But, answer to the first question, no, nothing happened. Something
Uh-huh.
did happen, but nothing happened.
Wait, what did
Oh,
he say?
something did happen, but nothing happened. He got a hug at the end of the
Oh,
night.
you got a good hug.
Not even a cool hug, it's the one where they pat you on the back.
Oh. Wait, like a side hug? Like she hugged you from the side and shit?
A side hug and then a pat on the back.
Damn, like hey, good meeting, like
She was
a
like,
good
"You're
pal.
a good." She was like, "You're a good comedian."
Yep.
She was all, you're a good cornhole partner.
You did all right. I enjoyed it a bit. I was like, fuck.
Hey, how was the Friday show? I heard some people got kicked out.
Oh, the 16 people from Advanced Beverages?
Oh yeah, there were our beer vendor. I forgot about that.
The
Our
beer vendor?
The beer vendors.
Yeah, from the
You
club.
guys kicked him out?
Yep, me, Bobby, and Tiffany kicked them out.
How'd you do it? Did you have to fist fight him, or you're on the podcast right now, so make it content worthy? What happened?
Well, pretty much I was being a bitch, and I told Bobby, like, hey, Bobby, I'm being a bitch, and I have to kick these people out. Tiffany told me.
Damn,
And
son.
Bobby just stood there like, that's not my fucking problem. And when Tiffany showed up, that's when it became his fucking problem.
What section
And,
What section were they sitting in?
The den. The high tops in the den.
In the back.
Damn. And they were
What's his name got kicked off.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't kick him off, but he did like a babysit, I guess, like 30 minutes, 33 minutes.
Yeah, Jeff Garcia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And when we were telling him to leave, they said, oh, so we have to close out everything? He's like, oh, can I close out the comedian? The guy we were kicking out? He says, Bobby just says, yeah, like, go ahead, go close him out if you want. And then he yells out from the back, hey, Jeff, get the fuck off stage. We're getting kicked out. Show's over.
Damn.
But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. And then shortly after they got kicked out, Jeff got off stage.
Yeah, literally like maybe a minute and a half.
Yeah.
But they were yelling at us like, oh, we know Jeff. Jeff is our boy. And then on the way out, he's like, all right, Jeff, we'll see you at home.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What a night.
Yeah, what a night.
So you made it out alive?
Yeah, alive, and then I almost died in California City. That was fun.
What happened the next morning? Because he slept in my mom's trailer.
Oh, that shit was... I cleaned it up, put everything back, and I left at like 7 o'clock.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was home by like 8:30.
Damn, dude. See, you didn't get that girl's number or nothing.
Off the pod.
Damn, nothing. Fuck, dude. R.I.P. to a real one.
But no, she seems cool. I found out I'm into tomboy, so that's fun.
Hey, we just hit stop recording. What happened?
I know you did it.
All right, bye.
We're about to cause a ruckus with the community.
I got beat up by a special ed.
Hold on, bitch.
Hey, tell me if this counts as bullying.
Even like in a silly goose time.
I'm pretty cool, I think. He calls me Zaddy.
Welcome to the Bad Neighbor podcast.